Hey y'all, this is Jessica from Casa Magnolia and welcome to the 2018 12 Days of Christmas. This year I'm going to be posting a video from December 1st through 12th every single day at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, showing you decor ideas, DIYs, home tours, recipes, and other festive ideas to help keep your holiday merry and bright. I am so excited to get started and I hope you are too, so let's go. For the first day of the 12 days, we are going to be decorating my Christmas tree, and I am so excited to show you guys this year's tree. For the past maybe 6 or 7 years, I've been doing all white, gold, and silver, just like really neutral trees. Sometimes it's been more on the glam side, sometimes it's been more on the rustic side. If you're interested in seeing what I did last year with those colors, I will link that video below or in a card. But this year I really wanted to do something totally different. We've got a little one now and I'm just really wanting her to have the traditional Christmas, and to me that means pops of red. So I am so excited to incorporate that into my tree this year. And another really important thing that I wanted to do was incorporate some of our memory ornaments. I've told you guys before that I get my husband Todd a memory ornament every year, and I've gotten my daughter Evelyn a memory ornament every year since she's been born. And that's just something really special that I want to continue to do. And I felt like I couldn't really display them on this tree when it was just the silver and gold. The colorful stuff just was not doing it for me. So this year what I did was a lot of silver, a little bit of gold, a little bit of white, and pops of red. And for me, having that pop of red made it a more traditional Christmas tree, and it also gave me the opportunity to introduce more colors with my memory ornaments. So that was kind of my goal for the tree. This year also, I decorated it totally backwards than I did in years past. Now, the steps in years past, again, they're in last year's video. You're more than welcome to watch that. And I just want to say, I don't think there's any right way or wrong way. It just kind of depends on the look you're going for. In years past, I would do my picks and ribbons and stuff because I really wanted to build up my tree. I wanted my tree to look more flocked, which it's not a flocked tree. I wish I had one, but I don't. So I really wanted to add those picks and stuff in there to make it look a little more flocked. And I would do that first and then add my ornaments last. Well, this year I kind of did it the opposite. The first thing I did was obviously fluff your tree. We all know this. Everybody will tell you to do it. Touch every branch, go up and down, pull them apart also. So usually I would just pull them up and down, but I noticed this year that they were kind of like smushed together and all even. So I pulled the side branches apart to kind of make all the branches connect, which made it look fluffier. And the next thing I did was something I've done the past couple years as well, is add a strand of Twinkle Lights inside. So I folded that strand in half and started at the top, then ran one half down each side of the tree. I wanted to make sure that I didn't end up with none left at the top. And then, you know, obviously my tree has tons of plugins because it has tons of lights, so I could just add to any of the strands of lights. By doing that, you'll see behind me that it adds a little bit of visual interest, but it's not too much. I've used these twinkle lights on garlands before that I had on my stairs or mantle, and let me tell you, it's beautiful, but it's a little much. It's a little distracting. But with one strand and a whole entire tree, it's just enough to give it sparkle so that your eyes drawn to the tree, but it's not distracting. So that is such a great tip. If you can find a strand of twinkle lights that do, I love it so much. Add that into the base of your tree. It's not on the outside, it's through the base. So after I got my twinkle lights on, before I put on any ornaments, I wanted to do my topper because I've had so much trouble in the past with putting all my ornaments on and then you put your topper on and you just muck it up with an ornament falls off as you're climbing down the ladder, or something gets knocked over, or the tree will be a little wompy jawed and you have to fix it and ornaments get all messed up. So just do your topper first. I put my topper on and I made a bow with some wired ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby. These are 3 different 6 loop bows that I made individually and then stuck them in around the top. And then you can see I have to just play around a little bit to get them all full and to kind of cover around the tree topper. The next thing I did this year was add my base ornaments. So that was my silver and gold, just the ones that I had last year. They're just the basic medium size, but I added these in my second or third step instead of at the end because I wanted to really put them deep inside of the tree. Like I said, I wanted my memory ornaments on this year, and those were going to be on the outside of the tree. So I really wanted to fill the inside all the way to the front with my kind of base silver and gold ornaments. So you'll see some that are like into the trunk of the tree almost, but I really think it adds fullness and sparkle and depth to it that I really enjoyed. The next thing I did was add the big white ornaments up here. They are sparkly and a little, well, not see-through, but they will let light glow through them. I love these ornaments because they look like snowballs. These are the only ornaments that I actually lay on the branch instead of hanging because I really want them to just look like a snowball that someone threw in the tree. I just love that look. I think it's so fun. And again, I try and position them in front of a light so that they really pick up the light. So here comes my fun pop of color. I decided to do, you guessed it, you see it, the red ornaments this year, and I am in love with them. Like, I've never really been attracted to the red and green. I'm on the fence about the green, but I really do love the red this year, especially mixed with my navy stuff and my blue and white jars. I think the red really pops. It gives it a classic look. It's a preppy look, and I really love it. So if you are going to, one, either change your theme or just add one pop of color, here's my tip for you. Get the larger size ornaments. They're a little bit more. Let me show you in comparison. This is just the medium size ornament. This one's a pink one. It's not on my tree. But my base ornaments, the silver and gold ones that I told you about, they're this size. They're like the basic medium size. They were $19.99 for a large column of ornaments at Hobby Lobby. And then these, I think, were 25 or 30, but you can see, and again, yeah, there's going to be less in there, but see how much bigger they are? That's what's going to give you your impact and your pop of color. You don't need as much with your pop, but you need them to be bigger to make impact. So just keep that in mind when you're looking. I was kind of undecided when I was looking, and I'm so glad I went with the large ones because they really do make such a big impact. So that's my tip for changing your theme if you don't want to invest in a whole lot of ornaments, but you just want a big impact, get the larger size. I'm so glad that I did. So after my red ornaments are evenly dispersed throughout the tree, then I put in my picks. I did not use all the picks that I have from last year. I just used some of them. In years past, I've used a lot frostier picks and, like I said, stuff that I wanted to make my tree look flocked. This year, I just wanted a couple little things to add some interest and fill some holes. So I have some that look like icicle picks that I put in there. Again, they're clear. They kind of go with the white snowball ornaments and they don't take away too much. And then I have some picks that have berries. These things are seriously 12 years old. They're from the first year that me and Todd were dating. It's insane how long that they've lasted, but they're picks with little berries and they're like a champagne and pearl color. So again, they kind of go in with my base ornaments that are like gold and silver. They don't take away too much. I actually had bought about 8 of these. I hope you can see them. There are these little red berries because I thought I was going to put these on the tree as well. And they were a little bit too country farmhouse looking for me, and that's just not my look. So just keep that in mind. Try different stuff. Just because something goes with your colors doesn't mean it goes with your like feel that you're going for and aesthetic that you're going for. I ended up keeping these and using them somewhere else that they really work well. But on the tree, they just looked a little too country, and that's not what I'm going for. For my garland this year, I used this really cool like gold, it looks like willow branches, like they're like 6 feet long, and I bought 3 of them. I have never seen anything like this, and I decided to try them this year, and I'm so glad. I love them so much. I wish I had used them before in years past, but I kind of swooped them down at diagonals. You'll see behind me, and they're not even wrapped all the way around the tree. Because my tree is in the corner, they don't have to go all the way around if it's not being seen from a 360-degree view. So mine just went around the corner to where you can't see anymore, and then it came back around, looped back around. And like I said, don't do your garland like horizontally, do it at kind of diagonals to add a little swoop and movement. And usually I'll kind of weave them in and out. This year I just kept it on the outside because I wanted it to look like, I don't know, almost like a wreath around, if that makes sense, a wreath around the tree. I really like the movement that it adds, and the gold is really pretty against it. And my final step was to add my memory ornaments. I was so excited to be able to incorporate these this year. I didn't add them all on. We have a lot of ornaments, but we have some fun ones, and I think I'll show those to you guys in another video. If you're interested in seeing that, if I haven't posted it already, leave me a comment below if you want to see something like that. I think those are so fun to go through. But I'll show you a couple of them. And I really feel like with the red and gold and silver, it's such a great base to be able to add different colors. And that's one of the great things that I loved about my tree this year is, you know, I can add a colorful memory ornament or one that was from when I was a kid that is like a Sesame Street ornament from the 80s or 90s that I haven't seen in 20 years. And that was just so fun to be able to add to my tree and not have to worry like, does this go with my rustic glam neutral tree theme or whatever? It's okay. I really am just having so much fun with this tree this year. I hope you guys like seeing how my traditional, a little bit preppy and full of memory tree turned out. I am so pleased with it. I turn it on, I was gonna say every night, but let's be real, it's on basically all day long and I can just stare at it all day long. So thanks you guys for coming along with me. I will see you in tomorrow's video. I love you. Merry Christmas. Bye.